Now,
Yes, sir. Now it's recording.
yes. Okay, children. Good evening, all. So today we are going to talk about trigonometry equations. So I was not recording. So thank you for reminding me, Anjali. So trigonometry equations. Basically, what do you mean by trigonometric equations? Trigonometry equations is nothing but the equations which involved trigonometric functions are called as trigonometric equations. So wherever you see an equation which being involved with a trigonometric equation, the equation which being involved with the trigonometric functions, so that kind of equation is going to be called as what? Trigonometric equations. You understand clear? Is it clear? All right, one second, guys. So yes, Wi-Fi takes time. Now just now I got the power. So okay, so and basically in trigonometric equations we are going to learn upon two things. What are they? The first thing is principal solution. The second thing is what? General solution. What I told you, wherever an equation which being involved with the trigonometric functions, which is going to call as trigonometric equation. So in this trigonometric equation, we'll be talking about two things, which are principal solution and general solution. And the first thing is principal solution is nothing but what? So let us talk about an example and let us solve an example. You will be able to understand what does it mean to you. All right. So find the principal solution of of the equation sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. What is the principal solution of this? Let us talk about this. Sin x is equal to root 3 by 2 given. Ma. Look at this. Huh. Look at this here. So given sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Right? So we know that, guys. We know that sin what? What is equal to? Sin what angle is equal to root 3 by 2? Sin 60, no? 60 can be written as pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. How many of you agree with my point? How many of you agree with my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Huh. So now in place of x, what I must write? X, if x is equal to pi by 3, now it is going to satisfy. Look at this now. Sin 60, this is also root 3 by 2 is equal to root 3 by 2. Both are root 3 by 2. So what is x value now? What is x value? Pi by 3, isn't it? So what is my solution now? What is my general? So what is my principal solution? What is my principal solution? Therefore, the principal solution of sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Excuse me. The principal solution of sin x is equal to root 3 by 2 are, one thing is what? X is equal to pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. Look at this. Sir, why 2 pi by 3? So if I write sin 2 pi by 3, sin 2 pi by 3 value is what? Sin 2 pi by 3 means what? 120. Sin 120 how much? Beta, sin 120 how much? Sin 120 can be written as sin 90 plus 30 na? Sin 90 plus 30 means how much? Cos 30. Cos 30 again it gives me root 3 pi by 2. Alright. So sin 2 pi by 3 also gives me root 3 pi by 2. Root 3 by 2. So what are the solutions I have now? One solution is pi by 3 and one more solution is what? 2 pi by 3. So principal solutions of sin x is equal to root 3 pi by 2 are what? Pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. I hope you understood this. Any doubts here? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Guys, now if you are not understanding this way, if you are not understanding like this, so guys, I told you that sin pi minus x is equal to sin x only. Sin 180 minus x is what? Sin 180 minus x is what?
X.
Sin x only, no? Array x, how it is going to
Yes,
expand?
sir. Yes, sir.
Sin 180 minus x is sin x only. So look at it now. Sin pi minus x value is what here? What is x value I got first time? Pi by 3. Substitute pi by 3 here. What I'm going to get? Sine 2 pi by 3. Look at this. Now 2 pi by 3 got it. Did I get or not? Yes or no, children? No need of writing
Yes,
all
sir.
these guys. So you write this one or either this one or this one. Anything is right. Or okay. कोई doubt? Any doubts here? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Guys, sine pi by 3 also root 3 pi by 2. Sine 2 pi by 3 also root 3 pi by 2 only. So what are the x values I have? Pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. Right? So yes. If you don't understand this one, you can follow up with this. Sir, how do you get this pi? Pi minus x. How did you get an idea to write pi by x? Pi minus x. Tell me. Guys, you have to check upon what are the values, other values gives you. Right? Now look at this here. Now we'll solve one more question here. Same question. The same question. Find the principal value of tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. All right. Tell me here, guys, tan x. So what in place of x, what I must substitute so that it will become 1 by 3? Tell me, tan 30 degrees, pi by 6 is equal to 1 by root 3, isn't it? So guys, we know that tan of 180 minus x gives me minus tan x, isn't it? So tan of 180 degrees, x is what I got here. What is x value? So since therefore x is equal to pi by 6 here. All right, so x value pi by 6, I'm substituting. So minus so tan 180 minus theta, how much? Minus tan theta. Guys, look at this here. Tan 180 minus x is what? I got minus tan theta, minus tan x. So tan 180 minus pi by 6, how much? Minus 180. So minus tan pi by 6. That's what I'm getting here, isn't it? Yes. So minus, as it is already, tan pi by 6, how much? 1 by root 3 only. Did I get the same thing or not here? Look at this. So in place of x, what I must write now? Therefore, principal solution of tan x is what? Principal solution of tan x is equal to what? Minus 1 by root 3. All right. All right. So now look at this, guys. As we know that. Now look at this. Tan 180 minus theta. 180 minus x I got. Now can I write this one as, this also can be written as tan pi by 5 pi by 6 and tan, can I write 2 pi minus pi by 6 or tan 11. So how much? 6 into 2, 12. 12 minus 1, 11 pi. 11 pi by 6. So all these values gives me what? All these values also gives me what? Same 1 by root 3 only. Root 3 only. So look at this here. Pi minus pi by 6 gives me what? Minus 1 by root 3 gave. And tan pi by 5 pi by 6 also gives me same value. Tan 2 pi minus pi by 6 also gives me minus 1 by root 3. Tan 11 pi by 3 also, tan 11 pi by 6 also gives me minus 1 by root 3 only. Alright guys. So what are the principal solutions of now tan? What are the principal values of tan x is equal to 1 by root 3 minus 1 by root 3? Tell me. Tell me what is the principal value? What is principal value? Hello? Principal's value or what? Principal value of, therefore principal value of tan x equal to root 3 are pi by 6, comma 5 pi by 6, comma 11 pi by 6. All these are principal solutions, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Any doubts?
Yes.
Any doubts, children? So what value if you substitute, so you will be getting principal value. What value if you substitute in radians? So if I substitute pi by 6, my value is getting satisfied. So in place of x, if I substitute pi by 6, which means tan 30, which gives you 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 means what? 1 by root 3 means what? Tan 30 only, no? Tan 30 gives me 1 by root 3, guys. So 30 can be written as pi by 6. So my principal solution is what? Pi by 6 now. So tan pi minus pi by 6 gives me what? 180 minus theta gives me tan theta only, no? Guys, 180 minus theta gives me what? 180 minus theta. Hello. 180 minus theta minus tan theta only. Minus tan theta is again minus 1 by root 3 only. Look at this. Tan 2 pi 360 minus theta. Tell me. Tan 360 minus theta. Again third quadrant, which gives me tan this one. Again 1 by root 3 only. So all these are giving me the correct answer, which has been provided in the question. The same answer, these all are solutions giving me. So the principal solution of tan x is what? 5 by 6, 5 by 6, and or 11 pi by 6. You understand? You understand, children? Hello?
Understood.
Yes. Now let us find out one more question. Let us solve one more question. Find the principal solution of sin x is equal to, given that, minus root 3 by 2. Find it out. Make it fast. What are the principal solutions of minus root 3 by 2? Tell me, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yes, tell me. Make it fast. Solve as like as the previous question. Make it fast. Make it fast. Done. Sir, why we are getting two answers? Look at this here. Sir, here we got two answers, right? What are they? 5 by 3 and 2 by 3. Why it is possible? Why it is possible? Tell me, what is the reason behind that? What is the reason behind that? Tell me. Guys, what is the reason behind that? He has given sine function. Sine is positive in two quadrants. What are they? First quadrant, second quadrant. In the first quadrant also positive. In second quadrant also positive. Sine thing. Sine function is positive in the first two quadrants, isn't it, children? Yes or no? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes. So there is a reason. So I can write either sine. So, array yaar, look at this. Why we are writing all this? If you are not understanding like this. In which quadrant sine is going to be positive? In the first quadrant I wrote that 90 minus theta. So sine 60 gives me root 3 pi by 2. One thing. So sine 60 I wrote. Now 180, this is 180 right here. 180 minus theta, second quadrant. So sine 180 minus x also gives me sine x only, no? Yes or no? So 180 minus x value I got pi by 3. So which means sine 2 pi by 3 also gives me what? Sine root 3 pi by 2. Also gives me root 3 pi by 2. So here two values are possible. What are they? Two principal values, pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. That is the reason. Now look at this. Similarly, why it is possible for two things? Guys, look at this here. Why we are writing in radians itself? Why can't we write in degrees? So why you are writing in terms of pi itself? Guys, whatever the solutions we are reading here, that's supposed to be always in radians only. So look at this, we are reading radians here, also radians. All right, every solution we are reading in terms of radians. So why it is supposed to be in radians? Why it is supposed to be in the form of pi? Why? Because function changes as the quadrant is moving forward, the function is going to be changed. All right, the function as the function changes, I mean as the quadrant moves, as we are rotating towards the quadrant. Look at this, if you are changing from quadrant 1 to quadrant 2, quadrant 3 to quadrant 4, quadrant 3 to quadrant 4, quadrant again 4 to 1, 4 to 1 to 2, 2 to 3. If you are changing like that, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 4 to again first. So if you are keep changing like that, the function also keep changes. So let us not change the function. Why we are changing the function? Why we are not changing the function? He has given sign. Let us write in terms of sign only. So in what are the quadrant sign is going to be positive? In the first and second quadrant. So second quadrant can be written as 180 minus theta. All right. So that's how I wrote, guys. Look at this. So if you didn't understand this, tan x. So tan is positive in which quadrant? Tan is positive in which quadrant? The first quadrant and third quadrant. Tell me, children. Look at this. Guys, look at this here. We made a simple mistake here. What is that mistake? Can anyone of you please think it out? Can anyone of you please tell me where we made a mistake? Guys, tan x has been given in the negative. Tan x has been given in the negative. So tan is negative where? In the second quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. So tan is negative in the second and the fourth quadrant. So second quadrant means what? So principal solution, guys, lies between, always look at this. Principal solution are supposed to be always lies between what? 0 degrees to 360 degrees. Okay. Principal solution always lies between, it's supposed to be always between 0 to 360 degrees. It should not go that. Look at this. Here tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3 given. So minus root 3, which means it's a negative. So tan x is a negative. It's possible in the second and the fourth quadrant. So second quadrant means 180 minus theta. Fourth quadrant means 360 minus theta. All right. So look at this. I have to choose second and fourth quadrants here. I have to choose second and fourth quadrants. In second quadrant, can I write pi minus theta? Second quadrant is what, guys? Pi minus theta, no? Fourth quadrant is what? 2 pi minus theta, no? Yes or no? Here 360, here 180. 180 matlab 80. So pi degrees, pi minus theta. Here 360 minus 2 theta, 2 pi minus theta. Yes or no? So theta, pi minus theta and 2 pi minus theta. So pi minus theta. What is theta value here? What is theta value here? Tell me. Guys, tell me tan of pi minus theta. So pi minus theta, no? Tan of, we have to write two principal solution. Tan of pi minus theta. What is theta here? Tan of pi minus theta is what here? Pi by 6. Pi by 6. So 5 pi by 6 is one principal solution. All right. So principal solution is this one and this one now. So again, tan of 2 pi minus theta. which means tan of 2 pi minus pi by 6. So which can be written as 11 pi by 6. So these are the two principal solutions which you can understand. Clear? So this is the basic understanding how we can solve the principal solution. Clear? Clear? Any doubts? Yes or no? We are looking at a tan negative. In which quadrants? In what are the quadrants tan is going to be negative? In which quadrant tan is going to be negative, guys? Second and fourth quadrant. So second quadrant can be written as 180 minus theta. Fourth quadrant can be written as 360 minus theta. Next, now solve the question solve the question similarly, solve the next question similarly, make it fast. Solve this question similarly, guys, make it fast. Guys, are you here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So sign is negative. Sign is negative in each quadrant. Sign is negative in each quadrant. Third quadrant and the fourth quadrant, isn't it? Sign is negative in the third and fourth quadrant. So third quadrant can be written as what? Third quadrant can be written as what? Tell me. Here, third quadrant can be written as what? Tell me. Make it fast. Tell me the answer. Make it fast. Guys, look at this here. In the first quadrant, theta will be theta only. Second quadrant, pi minus theta. Third quadrant, pi plus theta. And fourth quadrant, 2 pi minus theta. All right, 2 pi minus theta. So I'm writing in terms of pi only. In terms of pi only, I'm writing, guys. Sir, why can't we say here 180 plus theta only writing? Here 270 minus theta, why can't we write here? 270 means what, guys? Again, 3 pi by 2, I have to write 3 pi by 2 minus theta. So don't write in terms of 3 pi by 2. Let us write in terms of pi. All right, now tell me the answer. Tell me, guys, why I'm not taking in terms of 3 pi by 2? Why I'm taking in terms of only? Why I'm not taking in terms of pi by 2 and only? Why I'm taking in terms of pi and 2 pi only? Why I'm not taking in terms of pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2? Guys, I'm taking the given function in terms of only pi and 2 pi, because everywhere I'm taking in terms of pi. See here, this can be written as, are you able to understand here what I'm talking about? Are you guys able to understand? Look at this here. In the first quadrant, theta is theta only. This can be written as 180 minus theta, no? 180 minus theta, 90 plus theta. So, sir, 180 minus theta means pi by theta you are writing. 90 plus means pi by 2 plus theta. Why you are not writing this one? And why you are not writing 3 pi by 2 minus theta here? 270 minus theta in third quadrant, no? Why you are not writing in terms of 3 pi by 2? Why you are not writing in terms of 3 pi by 2 minus theta? Why? Reason is what? Tell me. Why? Because the function changes. So this is pi minus theta. So this is pi plus theta. So this is 2 pi minus theta. So let us write in terms of pi only. Now tell me the answer. Sign is negative in each quadrant. Guys, sign is negative in each quadrant. In the fourth quadrant and in the third quadrant. So third quadrant is what here? Pi plus theta and 2 pi minus theta. Now pi plus theta, 2 pi minus theta. Make it fast. Hello, tell me what value sin x is equal minus root 3 pi by 2 given. So what value of x gives me root 3 pi by 2? Guys, if I write pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, the function will change. Sine will become cos, cos will become sine. So there is no point of changing the function. We have to keep sine only. We have to change. We have to keep sine as it is only. We should not write in terms of 90 and 270, guys. Understand? Make it fast. Arey yaar, look at this. What is theta here? 60. So for what are the possible? What are the principal solutions possible here for pi minus theta? So pi minus theta is what? Pi minus theta is what? Pi by 3. Which means what? Sorry, third quadrant pi plus theta, no, pi plus theta. So pi plus, so 4 pi by 3. So 2 pi minus theta. So 2 pi minus theta is what? Pi by 3. हाँ, 2 pi minus pi by 3. So which gives me 5 pi by 3. All right. Guys, make it fast. Tell me the answer. Hello. Tell me, guys, what is the answer? Hello, what is the answer? Guys, every time you'll be getting two, maximum two true solutions. You get 4 pi by 3 and 5 by 3. These are the principal solutions. These are the principal solutions. Any doubts here? Any doubts? Any doubts? Hello.
No, sir.
Now shall we go for the general solution? Guys, for general solutions, we have three formulas. For general solutions, we have three things here. Look at this. The first thing is for find sine theta. What is the general solution for sine theta? Or sine theta can in terms will be writing in terms of sine alpha sometimes. So then theta is going to be what? Theta is going to be n pi plus half minus 1 all to the power of n and where into alpha. Into alpha and where n is belongs to all integers. So cos theta. So guys, there is no other solutions. We have only three solutions here: sin theta, cos theta, and tan theta. So if I have cos alpha here, so this can be written as what? Theta is equal to 2n pi plus r minus plus or minus alpha where n is belongs to z. So tan theta is equal tan alpha is equal theta is equal n pi plus alpha. All right. So general solution, understand? See a general solution. What is the general solution of sin theta? Sin theta n pi plus of minus 1 to the power of n into alpha. N is belongs to z here. N is belongs to what? Z. Okay. N is belong to z. Here, what is the general solution? Guys, general solution you have to write theta is equal to this one. For cos theta this one. For tan theta this one. All right. All right, so now just now I told you guys, so what is the proof behind this? What is the proof for this? So we'll prove one thing, you can prove the rest of the things. Look at this here. So now can I write this one, sin theta minus sin alpha is equal to 0? Can I write, guys? Yes or no? Theta is equal to sin alpha can be written as sin theta minus sin alpha is equal to 0. I'm just bringing sin alpha to the left hand side. Can I do that? Can I do that, guys? Yes or no? Now can I apply sin c minus sin d formula? Sin d minus sin d formula is what? So 2 times of sine, 2 times of sine c is what here? Theta minus alpha by 2 into cos theta plus alpha by 2. Any doubts? Or plus, or you write minus, anything is fine. Or yeah, correct, sin theta minus alpha theta plus. Clear? Any doubt? Is equal to 0. Now look at this. Or either now either sin theta minus alpha by 2 is 0, or when this is going to be 0, guys, when this sign is going to be 0, when this is going to be 0, tell me at what value of that? Guys, tell me. Hello, here sine, if I talk about sine theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0, guys, when it is going to be 0, guys, when sine pi in multiples of pi, every multiples of pi gives me 0 only, no? Sine 180, sine 2 pi, I mean sine 360, sine 3 pi, 4 pi, every pi, तेरा पाई मेरा पाई सबका पाई क्या देगा मुझे? 0 देगा. आ रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है? So sin pi, which means n pi gives me 0. So can I write now simply here? N pi is equal to 0. So 0 can be written as what? Sin 0 here. Sin will get cancelled. So this is n pi is equal to 0. Understand, children? Sin n pi gives me what? 0. So n pi means what? Sorry, here n pi is, or yeah, 1 second. N pi is equal to, 1 second. Here guys, so theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to n pi, not 0. N pi. Why? Because so every pi of sine, every sine pi, every pi, which pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, every n pi, all multiples of pi gives me what? 0 here. So theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to n pi here. Clear? So in cos also what? In cos also what? Same thing it follows. Now, so that is what is n pi. N pi I wrote here. That's the reason. Yes or no? Every multiple of pi gives me 0 only. So sine pi, guys, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, sine 4 pi, sine 5 pi. Every pi gives me what? 0 only. So all multiples of pi gives me 0. So n pi I wrote over there. All right. So now can I write here now? So theta minus alpha is equal to 2 n pi. So here theta minus alpha is equal to 2 times of n pi. So what is my theta here? 2 n pi plus alpha. This is a possibility. Yes or no, children? I'm proving the first case. How we got this one? I'm proving this one, right? Now this is done. Now let us find out what, when the cos alpha plus theta by 2 is equal to 0, when it is going to become 0. Tell me. Tell me. When cos value is going to be 0? Tell me. Guys, cos पे क्या होता है? Odd multiples of cos. Odd multiples of क्या? Cos मतलब odd multiples of cos. Odd multiple of pi by 2 always gives you what? 0. Cos में odd multiples of odd multiples of 90, which means 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Can I write is equal to 0? Yes or no, children? So here theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1. Yes or no? So theta plus alpha by 2. This is what? Is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So odd multiples of 90 gives you 0. Why? Because look at this here. If I substitute n is equal to 1, guys. So 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 gives me what? 0 only. Look at this, cos 3 pi by 2. Cos 3 pi by 2 means cos 270 gives me 0. Cos 90 gives me 0. Cos 270 0. Cos again odd multiples. Here 1 time, 3 times, 5 times. So 450 gives me what? 0 again. All right, are you getting my point? Odd multiples of 90. Cos, in cos, guys, odd multiples of 90 always gives me what? 0. Understand? I hope you guys are clear with my point. Odd multiples of cos always gives me 0, guys. So theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. It's true here. So now if you solve for theta, what I'm going to get here? This gone. This gone. Theta is equal to what now? So 2n pi plus pi minus alpha. All right. Sine is 0 for every multiple of pi. Cos is 0 for every odd multiple of pi by 2. ठीक है? So what I'm going to get here now? So here plus or minus, right? So plus or minus. So if you do plus or minus, what I'm going to get? Look at this. It is a plus or minus, isn't it, guys? So if I do plus, also I'm going to get odd. If I do minus, also I'm going to get odd. So look at this. Or if you're not understanding, 2 into 1 plus 1, 2 into 1 minus 1, you do that. So here I'm getting 3 and 1. In both cases, I'm getting odd only, no? Even I do plus, even I do I plus, even I do minus. In both cases, I'm getting odd only. So that is what the reason I'm writing minus over there. So guys, if I do plus or if I do minus, even I do minus, even I do plus, in both cases I'm getting odd only. So that is the reason I'm writing plus or minus. ठीक है, कोई doubt? कोई doubt? So look at this here now. Here theta plus alpha gives me what? So 2 times of not, we cannot cancel. Pi by 2. So 2 times of 2n plus 1. Now, or else you can cancel here. So theta is equal to what? Minus of 2n plus r minus 1 pi. So here I got this one. Look at it. This is what we have written or not? Look at this here. Here and this. So compare these two now. So now if I merge these two, if I merge these two, guys, what I'm going to get? Tell me. Here 2 and pi will get cancels. If I merge, so will be I getting now n pi? If I merge, guys, will be I getting n pi or not? Tell me. Guys, are you understanding or not? Respond yes or no. Say yes or no. See here sin theta minus sin alpha is just stood. Sin theta minus sin alpha I have done. So I applied sin c minus sin d formula. After that I have done this. So after where sin theta is going to be 0, all multiples of pi gives me what? In sine, guys, in sine function, every multiple of pi always gives me 0. So that is why the reason I wrote here n pi. So if I calculate with n pi, I'm getting theta value as 2n pi plus alpha. Now in cos function, when 0 is going to be possible, odd all all multiples of odd multiples of pi by 2, odd multiples of pi by 2 guys, which means so 2n plus 1 or 2n plus 2n minus 1 pi by 2. So odd multiples of pi by 2 gives me always what? 0 in cos function. So like that I calculated theta here. If I merge this one and this one, if I merge, so I'll be getting in terms of n pi. I'll be getting in terms of n pi. Calculate, you merge it and just do that. You'll be getting in terms of n pi. So n pi plus of minus 1 whole to the power of n into alpha. So where n is what here? N is all real, all integers. N is what? N is what? Integers. N could be any integer over there. You understand? Any doubt here? Tell me. Any doubt? No, tell me. Children,
No,
getting
sir.
my point? Hello? Guys, tell me. Yes or no? And guys, if you merge, so if you after merging guys, so you might be getting a doubt, like you might be getting, sir, here plus alpha minus alpha will get cancelled, sir, will be getting 0, sir. Then why did you write minus alpha, sir, here? Why did you write into alpha here, minus alpha? Guys, why? Because minus to the power of all. If n is even, guys, if n is even, if n is even, I'll be getting plus. Minus 1 to the power of even number always plus. If n is odd, I'm getting minus. So that is what the reason I always write in this way, plus of minus 1 to the power of n into alpha. You understand, children? You understand? So look at this here. Why we are writing this? I'm just applying sin c minus sin d formula. As soon as I apply this formula, I got two values of theta here. After merging those, I'm just getting n pi plus of minus 1 whole to the power of n into alpha. Why we are writing minus 1 to the power of n into alpha only? Why? Because n value could be positive. If it is positive, so I'll be getting positive over there. Alright, minus 1 to the power of positive number always gives you positive, guys. So minus 1 to the power of odd numbers always gives you negative only. So that is the reason why I'm writing that one. Clear? Chalo. So no one is going to ask you the proof here. No one is going to ask you the proof. Forget about the proof. You just remember for your JE point of view and your board point of view. You just remember the concept. Remember the general solutions of sine, cos, tan, theta. You understand? Chalo, shall we go for the next one? Shall we go for the next one? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is going to be super useful for your questions. Same technique you apply for solving cos theta and tan theta as well. If you want to learn proof, if you want to see the proof, same apply. Cos c minus cos d, tan c minus tan d formula, you apply that, you will be getting that tan and cos general solutions as well. All right. Chalo. Guys, any doubts here? Tell me. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Any doubts? Tell me. So guys, you just go to the class notes and revise it once. If you are not revising, guys, it is very horrible to understand. I'm telling you. See why? Because very simple concept, not that much, proofs are not important. I'm telling again and again, no one is going to ask you the proof, but you should know how we got that. Okay, we should know only the reason why we are learning is how we got. Kaisa mila mujhe wo? How I got that particular proof, how I got that particular formula, what is the reason behind that, what is the proof behind that. So for knowing that itself we are learning proof, but apart from that there is no reason why we are learning proof. ठीक है, मुझे पता होना चाहिए why I am learning that. why we are learning that formula. That is the reason behind learning proofs. Okay, so please revise the class notes before coming to the next class. Probably tomorrow is the last class of our trigonometry, then we'll start the next class. And guys, keep solving your questions, keep solving your questions. So and revise the class notes. Last but not least, revise the class notes, which is very important for you all. Okay, shall we wind up the class now? Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, children. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session. Goodbye.